guys, welcome back to Rock Fabulous 40s, and today I'm going to do a quick review for you guys on the NYX Waiting for Tonight palette. And what this is a palette that's got your eyeshadows, blushes, brow powders, lip glosses, concealers, everything in this one package all in one. So you'd figure this would be a really good package to travel with. And, you know, I was actually kind of thinking that because I'm going to be going on a trip later on this year, and I thought, you know, if I had this and I have everything all in one, that's going to save so much space in my makeup bag. So I could just toss it in my makeup bag and just throw a mascara, a couple of my brushes, and my foundation, and be on my way, right? Alright, so let's get into it. First of all, the packaging. It's pretty sturdy, decent packaging. Now, the one issue I do have with the packaging, you guys ready for this? Let me go upside down here. You ready? Alright, I'm going to let go. That's the problem I have with the packaging. It just all on its own. Look at that. It does not stay closed. So therefore, this would not be a very good travel companion. This would open up in my bag and it would get everywhere. So that's number one. Number two, it's got a pretty decent sized mirror in it. I do like that, but you know, if this thing pops open in my makeup bag and powder gets everywhere, and there is a potential that mirror might break in my bag from this bouncing around. So really with the packaging, that's the only problem I have with the packaging. So now let's get into the eyeshadows. It comes with 36 shadows. The shadows, guys, the shadows are pretty. The darker colors are really pigmented. All the colors blend really well. The lighter colors are not so pigmented, but if you put a dark base under them, they're gorgeous. Like, for example, there's this kind of a pinkish purple right here. And it's not really all that pigmented when I put it on to swatch it. Let me do a wrist swatch here for you guys. Okay, so it's really not all that pigmented. I mean, yeah, it's got some color, but it's not like pow. But if I put a, let's say, a dark purple base on underneath, oh, this stuff will just pow right out at you, just bright as can be. And that goes pretty much for all of your lighter colors, your lavenders, your light purples and pinks. One of my favorites is this taupey kind of rose color. Let's see, this taupey kind of rose color here. That's also one of my favorites. I use it as a transition. So, I mean, the shadows are gorgeous as far as the colors. They are very creamy. They're very blendable. They do a great job. When I put them on and I blend them, they don't all blend together and look like mush. You know how some shadows, when you blend them all together, it just looks like a big gray or brown goop on your eyes because it just looks like it all mushed together. These don't do that. Now, the shadows, okay, I like them. Creamy, blendable, wonderful shadows. Tons of fallout. These things are so freaking powdery. Now, there are a couple of these shades that when you go to use them, you really have to dig your brush in there to get any pigmentation from a couple of the shades. But you have to be careful when you do that because you're going to end up with it all over your cheeks. I mean, this stuff kicks up so much freaking powder. I mean, it's not even funny. I have never had eyeshadows before that kicked up this much powder. I mean, it's just crazy. I don't know if you guys can see how powdery those are. But yeah, all that, see the chunks of powder, all that ends up on your cheeks. Other than that, I mean, the colors are gorgeous, like I said, and they are blendable, they are soft and creamy, and they look beautiful. I am wearing these today, and I'm wearing the white one here on the brow bone, this kind of silvery gray one on the lid, this dark plum in the crease and outer corner. Then I've got this kind of taupey, rosy kind of color as my transition shade, and I'm using it also to blend out the harsh lines. So the powders, the eyeshadows are, I mean, just gorgeous colors. Okay, I'm going to blow them off. I've got to get the powder off. I normally don't blow. You're not supposed to blow on your makeup because it does cause germs to get in there. But you know what? I'm not going to have all the powder creeping over into all the other shadows. So I'm blowing them off. Alright, so the next part I'm going to talk about is on the bottom. It has this little drawer that just kind of kicks out. And you've got your brow powders here. You've got concealers, blushes, a bronzer, and lip glosses. Now, the brow powder is wonderful. I used the brow powder today, and I put a wax on the brows first, then I used my brow pencil and used my powder and filled in my brows, and then I went back over it with a clear gel. It was absolutely gorgeous. So I really like the brow powders. The blushes are gorgeous, really, really pigmented. Let's see if I can get some swatches of the blushes here. Okay, beautiful, beautiful blushes. That's them on the wrist. They are a little powdery, but they do really, really blend in gorgeously, and they do have a lot of pigmentation, and they really, really last. I'm wearing this one today on the cheeks. I really like the blushes. The bronzer is a gorgeous color as well. However, it is very, very warm and very, very shimmery. Now, I'm not wearing this today as a bronzer, and I don't know if I will ever wear it as a bronzer. You guys see that? I wore it as an eyeshadow on my lid. It makes a beautiful lid color. It's kind of that coppery, bronzy, shimmery. I mean, it was just absolutely gorgeous. Looked gorgeous on the lid. I have not tried it as a bronzer. It's a little too warm, in my opinion, for a bronzer. A little too orangey. But for a shadow, gorgeous. Lip glosses, very sticky, not very pigmented, not impressed with the glosses. I hate sticky gloss. My hair gets caught in it, then my lips just feel miserable. Lip glosses, not so much. 2 concealers and then a color corrector. Guys, the concealers, the consistency of the concealers is horrid. The concealers are just really oily feeling, just no pigmentation to them at all. I mean, just oil, goop. And the green one, the color corrector that's supposed to color redness, it's oily and goopy as well, and it really, I mean, there's really no pigmentation there. So it's not going to cover much as far as doing the color correction. I thought I could use it for maybe covering some of the acne scars that are still red. Nah, doesn't do any good for that. So guys, overall, I really, really feel that the shadows are beautiful, but very, very powdery. Look, I gotta blow them off again. Okay, so overall, I really feel that the shadows are beautiful, just powdery, so be careful. The blushes are beautiful, the bronzer's beautiful. Alright guys, so that's all there is to it for the NYX Waiting for Tonight palette. Now, overall, I do like the palette. Is it worth $29 to me? No. Was it worth $10 to me that I paid for it at Marshall's? Yeah, and I'll continue to use it. I might not use it all the time. I might not reach for it a lot because it's just not, I don't feel like dealing with the fallout so much. But it is a really, really nice palette, and I will use it. So, yeah, overall I like it. Okay guys, so I hope you liked the content of this video, and if you did, please leave a comment down below, and also hit subscribe down there somewhere, and you too can rock your fabulous 40s. And I'll see you next time. Bye guys.